Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make 5 different baking extract recipes. These go so well in different baked goods, in ice creams, in yogurts, and you can actually also use them as a flavoring for drinks. So let's get started with some vanilla extract, since that would be the most popular one. So I have this bottle here for my vanilla extract. I'm going to be making a lot of vanilla and a little bit of the other extracts because we use vanilla almost every day. The other extracts are much more of a treat. I'm going to put a link in the description box below to these bottles. They are so beautiful. I feel like it really gives a nice look to your vanilla. So for any extract, you are going to need some alcohol. The alcohol is what's going to draw out all of the flavors and make the infusion amazing. I believe you can make infusions with glycerin, however, I have not tried that. I'm okay with the alcohol because most of the alcohol will be cooked off when you're baking. So for the vanilla, it's 6 vanilla beans per cup of alcohol. So I'm going to start with 2 cups of alcohol here. We're going to use a funnel, because I cannot pour that straight. Now for the alcohol, you can use vodka, which is what I'm going to be using today, and that will produce the cleanest flavor of any of the extracts. You're going to taste mostly the thing that you're infusing. However, you could use bourbon or rum. So we're gonna go ahead and pour 1 cup of vodka. Now this is 40%, which works out to be an 80 proof, which is exactly what you want. You do not need to make it an expensive brand. Now the nice thing about vanilla is that when you start using your extract, you can leave your vanilla spraying everywhere. Oh my gosh. Once you start using your vanilla, you can actually leave the beans in and replace what you've taken out with more vodka for up to an entire year. So you are kind of on a perpetual vanilla cycle at that point. So we're just gonna leave it at this for now. And then because we did 2 cups of alcohol, we are going to be using 12 vanilla beans. And you're actually going to want to slice your vanilla beans so more of the flavor can infuse. And I'm actually going to cut them in half as well. So I'm gonna put a link in the description box below as well to the vanilla beans that I purchased, because I'm very happy with the quality. Now, all of your vanilla pods are going to go into your alcohol. For now, we're going to close it up. As you know by now, I have baking tags for all of my dry mixes, all of my recipes. If you want access to these baking tags with the recipes written on there so you don't have to constantly refer back, definitely click the link in the description box below and it will take you right to the download. It is so beautiful. So there you have the vanilla extract. The second extract that we are going to be making is a mint extract. So for all of these recipes, it's very much scalable depending on how often you use these extracts. For me, these are a special treat, so I only make small jars. This will hold about 1/3 of a cup of liquid. So for this 1/3 cup of alcohol, we're going to take 1/4 cup of fresh mint leaves. These ones have dried out a hair, but that's okay, they'll still work. And what you want to do is give them a rough chop. Of course, make sure that everything is washed, and in it goes to the jar. You want to make sure that it is completely covered. So we're gonna pour in our vodka, cover this up, and every week you're going to give it a little bit of a shake to make sure that all of those beautiful flavors are infusing. We will add our baking tag, and for the extracts, you're going to leave them for 30 days. If you leave them longer, it'll just be a stronger flavor. So pretty and perfect for gifting. The third one is going to be a coffee flavored extract. So for the coffee extract, we are going to head over and I'll show you how I get these coarse ground coffee grinds. Even if you buy coarse coffee from the store, you would still want to follow this step. So to get the coarse ground coffee, we are going to put a strainer over top of a bowl here. This is the coffee that we grind every day in order to have our fresh coffee. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to run it through this strainer. So we're going to pour a little bit in and then tap it and run it all around. And this is the coffee that you want to be using in your infusions. So we're gonna take that. And then my coarse coffee grounds, whoops, they're just gonna go into this bowl. Okay, so I've got my 10 grams of coffee. Pour that in. And then again, a 1/3 cup of alcohol. Gently pour it in. Put the lid on. You can attach your baking tag. This one will be ready within 2 to 4 weeks, depending how strong you want your coffee flavor to be. The 4th recipe is going to be a coconut extract. Sometimes I forget the proportions, so these baking tags are actually so incredibly helpful. For coconut extract, it is a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm using unsweetened shredded coconut here. And to our clean sterilized jar, we're going to add 1/3 cup of the shredded coconut. And then again, a 1/3 cup of the vodka, pouring it over top. You just want to make sure with all of these recipes that the coconut or the mint is just completely covered. The lid goes on and the baking tag. I know I said it in the last video, but the more you start cooking things from scratch, the more you realize just how easy these things are. I would store all of these extracts in the same spot, so when you go to mix one of them, you mix all of them. And you just want that spot to be nice and dry and dark. All right, we are on to the last recipe. For this one, we're going to do an orange extract. So you're gonna need a fresh orange. You're going to want an organic orange if you can find it. But either way, you're going to give it a good clean underneath some running water. You can also soak it in vinegar solution. You just want to make sure that you have the outside nice and clean because you are going to be eating this. And we're going to use our zester and we're going to zest this entire orange. There are some people who will use orange peels. I find that it's a little bit too bitter for me. Okay, I have that zested. And then clean hands always. Adding our zest. And we will use the last 1/3 cup of vodka. Lid goes on. The baking tags all have ideas for how to use these extracts as well, just in case you need a little inspiration. If you're interested in any other extract flavorings, definitely check out my ebook. It should be out by now. Click the link in the description box below to learn more, but it does have extracts and dry mixes, seasoning mixes, rice mixes, soup mixes, and quite a bit more. I hope you are pleasantly surprised by how many recipes are in that book. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. Take care.